Hi, today I'm going to help you with your toss. In order to serve well, you have to get that ball in the right spot consistently. If you're not able to do that, you're going to struggle with your serve. One of the most frustrating things is having a nice serving motion and not being able to get that ball to the right spot. So let's go over the toss and let me give you some ideas. The first important thing when you're tossing is to make sure that you're not using your wrist and you're not using your elbow. That means no bending here and no flicking of the wrist. The toss has to be from the shoulder, arm straight, and then from the shoulder up. That is key. Second, when you're holding the ball, you want to hold the ball from the tip of your fingers, not on the palm of your hand. Tip of your fingers. Normally you want to rest it and then just put the thumb on top. You want to be relaxed. You don't really want to grab the ball. You just want to let it rest on your hand. Another method of holding the ball is letting the ball rest in your two last fingers. Just letting it rest there and just holding it. So you're gonna toss more in this direction with your arm as opposed to in this direction with your hand. Try. Some people like it better like this. It's almost like holding an ice cream cone, and some people like it more with the hand a little bit more turned. So those are other options for you. Very important is that when you're tossing, your arm goes all the way up. You want to be pointing up to the sky, pointing up to the ball. You don't want to stop your arm motion too early. You want to make sure that you go all the way up. Also, for me, it's important that when you're starting your motion, you're bringing your arm down and then you're slowly going up. Some people, for instance, like Nadal, tosses from here. If you're tossing from here, you're going to have to generate quite a bit of speed from here to the toss. And so a lot of people have a hard time with that because they're jerking it up. So if you feel like you're jerking that ball up, you want to make sure that you bring it nice and low and then all the way up. That tossing motion needs to be slow. You don't really want to throw the ball. You want to place the ball up. Very important also is when you're bringing your arm down, some people make the mistake to bring the arm to the outside of the leg. If you're bringing the arm to the outside of the leg, it's very easy to lose control. You want to always bring the arm to the inside of the leg and always to the same position so that you can toss. A good checkpoint on tossing is to make sure that the ball is not rotating. If the ball is rotating, that means that it's rolling through your fingers. You want to make sure that you're just placing it up and that the ball has very little rotation. Finally, one more thing. A lot of players have a hard time tossing because the ball keeps going behind them. Tossing is a whole body motion. It's not just the arm. So what I mean by that is that the movement of the body is going to influence the toss as well. It's not just the arm. So you want to make sure that you're fairly stable when you're tossing and that there's not too much motion of the body to toss the ball up. You want to stay nice and still. So if you're here, just go ahead and toss. If you're rocking too much, it is more likely that you're going to toss it in the wrong spot. If you find that your ball is constantly going behind you, most likely is that you're transferring your weight backwards as you toss. This is very common. So you're forward, and then as you're tossing, you're rocking backwards. So all your tosses are going to be backwards. The way to do it is like this. You toss, you rock back, and then you toss as you move your body forward. So make sure that you're tossing as you're moving your body forward. Practice the toss. It's a very important part of the serve. And if you're having a hard time, review these points. I am sure you're going to be able to toss more consistent and better.